episode 32, I believe. And we're going to get right into it. So, what we did last time was we simulated through the second half of the regular season, as well as which Trevor Lawrence winning MVP, San Francisco lost in the Super Bowl. Fantastic job. Uh, and we're just gonna go from there. We have the number one pick. I don't know what other pick we have. We do have a second first round pick though. Who we're taking with the first overall pick? We're taking Barry Milstead. We actually drafted a quarterback. I want to say it was, what was it, 9th, 11th overall last year, maybe. Uh, we're not gonna, even though we have the number one overall pick, we're not gonna write him off. Jack June, 77, about to be a 78 overall, 23 years old, ended up winning Rookie of the Year. Yeah, drafted 9th overall, won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Not with a great stat line. I mean, you look. He missed. So there was one game he didn't play, and that was when DTR played. He technically maybe missed two. I don't know when he took over for DTR, but DTR was our week one starter, ended up getting injured. So he kind of took over, did the rest. So yeah, only 3,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Not fantastic, but man thought it was enough to win Rookie of the Year, so he went up to star dev. He was a normal dev guy. Every quarterback in that draft class was normal dev, so we really got lucky. But this is how our roster is looking uh, pre-free agency. We did end up losing some players, as you may note. Uh, Carl Murray is sorry. Kronklo. Smoke Monday went down in death. That I'm also gonna say is hella unrealistic. He had an amazing year, tackle wise. I don't think he would go down in dev. I'm gonna boost him back up. Call me a cheater. Our backup safety to Curtis Nobles. I don't think it's gonna mean much, but it means something to me. I mean, Myles Garrett regressed to superstar dev, and that's realistic. He had a horrible season. We only had two players dev up, Isaiah McGuire and Jack June, as we talked about. As far as dev downs go, I believe it was only uh, Myles Garrett down, but both of those are very unrealistic. So I just decided, you know what, we're gonna boost him back up. Isaiah McGuire had an amazing year, by the way. Looks like a real diamond in the rough that we found. But we're gonna, before we do, we have 65 staff points. Let's go ahead and spend it on some free agency stuff in order to centers we don't really need. Re-sign. This is trades. Why am I looking at that? Left and right tackles we're not going to use. That's O-line. And then defensive tackles we don't necessarily need. Safeties we don't need. We're just going to buy these. And I think that's only going to leave us with one more. So we'll do tackles because tackles was our worst position. By far, I would say. But I do want to keep the guys I have. As you can see, we were abysmal this season stat wise. The worst offense. And I would say a bottom defense. Blocking. You look at sacks allowed, 13 and 12 for the tackles. I mean, that's bad. They played every game. I am going to roll with them again, though. Unless if we manage to draft someone who is, like, in my opinion, worth it. Or right here, sign a guy. I mean, we do have 55 million. All these top O linemen that you see are old. We're going to look at the top 100, though. Once again, old. Plus, all of these positions we do not need. We could bring back Donovan Peoples-Jones, formerly on the team. I just don't see much of a reason. See, yeah, looking at all of these guys, I don't see much of a, like, need. All these guys, these top free agents are not young. And for the positions that we do need, so tackle wise, these guys, mm-hmm. I mean, this is the guy, in my opinion, if we were to go. Granted, there are 8 teams interested in him. I mean, make a very friendly offer. And we are tied third with the Jaguars. The real issue is, do we want to break the bank? I mean, we're number one now, but at this point, I would say he could sign with any of these top four teams. If he prefers Carolina, he definitely will take a lower offer. I don't know if I want him for how much he's going to be getting. But my best solution is if we land him to move Daylon Jones to left tackle where he's more comfortable playing, and I think that would really help. So this could be a huge signing in terms because in my opinion, O line is like our only big need. I mean, you look. Kenyon Green, we're hoping we can develop, although I don't see that happening very easily. Only a 74 overall. And our only like solid O lineman is Quinn Miners, who's an 82. I mean, Luke, I don't even know how to say his name. Okay, EA. Let's keep these orange screens going. Luke Wiper. He's only a 72 overall. I want to give him a shot. So we're gonna give him a shot, and then Damon Young, just granted he is already up to a 70 overall. Third round pick. I would like to see more out of him. And then DeJuan Jones is in a contract year. Fourth round pick. I think what we do is we look at the other free agents. If he is the only one we are interested in, we go ahead and just try our best to sign him. Because, like I said, even though we're a top offer, that does not mean he's going to sign with us. I think we need to look for other guys who could, help our team out. And for me, I'm not necessarily looking for dev trades and overall. I'm looking more for age. Like, none of these guys are young. Roger McCreary is young. We don't need corner though. You don't need kicker. Like, K-Dot, hopefully with the other first round pick we have. And that's going to probably involve trading up. Yeah, looking at this top 100, maybe the tight end is like who we go after. outside of that, I don't think it's worth it. Cade Otton. But he looks like he wants, yeah, 4 years. His biggest motivation factor with us is a franchise QB, which in my opinion we have in Jack June, or I'm hoping we have. It just doesn't look like he thinks the same. I mean, let's look at tight end quickly, see if there's anyone else. Tommy Tremble would be an interesting one to bring in. Give Tommy Tremble a 3-year deal. I really like that idea. Ooh, or Isaiah Likely, but he also has an offer. Hmm. I think these are the two players we're gonna go after. We signed them both. Well, that's just fantastic. I think we're just gonna stop there. We land a tight end who's going to hopefully make a good 1-2 punch with the other tight end we end up drafting. This also allows us to maybe trade away David Njoku. I mean, who wouldn't want an 87 overall tight end? Only 30, so you still have a few years, not a lot. But if you're a win now team, I need to mess with the depth chart because apparently whenever you sign someone, it doesn't automatically put them on your roster anymore. Which I guess actually makes sense because I did turn off like auto change roster. Okay, Barrow's a 70 overall. I don't know where he is. There he is. We're gonna have him play right tackle probably for at least the preseason. See what he does. If not, we're gonna go back to the Damon Young or Demond, whatever. We'll do one last quick look at players we could be interested in. Maybe a wide receiver, not even a wide receiver, just like a backup one. As you can see, the top two already got signed. Donovan Peoples-Jones goes to New England. so no reunion for us. I would like David Bell back. We just throw the offer out there. Maybe another middle linebacker. Remember, we're looking for someone young. Brian Asamoah, the youngest guy, goes. Chris Barnes at 28 and Malik Harrison at 28. So we'll throw out those offers. Come on, David Bell. Come home. Alright, that's going to be our free agency class. Just 4 nice guys. The rest is going to be within the draft. But before I do, actually, I do want to see what value we could get for David Njoku. I mean, according to this, he's our 5th most valuable player, and then it's a drop off to Martin Emerson. Oops. Any teams would like him? Darnell Mooney, a 4th and a 7th. Joe Mixon, a 4th, a 6th, and a 7th. Zach Allen. Joe Mixon might not be the worst idea. Deron Payne would be a good one, but he is also a big cap hit. I know we just signed Chris Barnes, but that Clay Walker is also looking very interesting. So is Christian Gonzalez. Because with Christian Gonzalez, we would be able to trade away Denzel Ward and clean up cap room. We're going to do that, and then we're going to trade away Denzel Ward. I mean, 29, 2 years. We could get a good running back. Or we could get an X Factor tight end and not even need tight end. That tight end is... We're going to look at the other offers. Ooh, but then there's JSN. This tight end is just too good to pass up on. We're gonna do it. Pulling it. Sorry, Denzel Ward. But I saw an opportunity for us to get better by getting Christian Gonzalez, who is more than likely going to pass you in overall by the time he reaches the point you are at now. So it just made sense. And then cornerback. We'll see if anyone wants Trevius Hodges Tomlinson as well. I think there'll be a team who's. I mean, I don't think he's gonna pull much value, but there will definitely be a team willing to trade for him. I mean, a young cornerback with good future starter trade target. Other thing we can view is Cameron Mitchell. This should net something. I mean, just know. We're gonna go look for a running back who we could use. I mean, 2 years younger, 3 extra years on contract. Buffalo can't even afford this. Well, that sucks. Who is like a big cap space guy they have that they do not need? Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. All right, 8 million is what we're trying to clear. That could work. Okay, so no one who just costs an outrageous amount of money. So I think maybe we're looking at I mean, this would get us pretty close. But they also would be taking on a contract, so I still wouldn't even do it. Sorry for wasting your time, Bills, but if you can't afford it, there's no point in me doing it. See, these both have same contract, so which one would they be more willing to do? Nick Chubb, how I miss you. Austin Eckler, they're probably going to move on from after this year and go with Thad Northcutt, which would make sense. I mean, they just gave Pacheco has 4 years, so I think they're fine if I do Deshaun Carruthers. Just by chance, okay, they'd be looking for a second and a seventh from this year or next year. A second round pick for a running back, I simply cannot do. Do you by chance need a cornerback? Not even close. Throwing a pick 100. Alright, perfect. We keep 97, so that works out. I mean, 3 spot difference, but at the same time, we don't have a third round pick, so. And now that we do that, I think we're looking to move off of Jerome Ford. No one wants Jerome Ford. AJ Dillon? No one wants AJ Dillon. Trey Sermon. I doubt anyone wants him. There really isn't a team who wants him. I mean, it makes sense. Running back is one of the easiest positions to get. Why would you risk it for someone like this? As long as there is legit any team with running back anywhere in the top 5, we're going to negotiate like our life depends on it. Okay, there's no one. Alright, time to look at running backs themselves. Bears, we know they got Tony Pollard, but he only has 1 year left, so they drafted a guy, so no. This guy, no. And they also have him. 3 years left, so no. No, they're gonna just rely on both of them. Nick Chubb with 2 years left could make sense. Yeah, they just drafted a guy, so no to the Colts. I mean, I like the possibility of the Commanders. We're gonna keep looking though. Oh, the Cowboys for sure. Anyone expensive down here you have no interest in? Chris Barnard, Alex Nails, maybe 2 million. I mean, Tommy Tyga is 5 million. Okay, and we're now at the starter territory, so we're just gonna have to take 2 guys probably. I mean, we'll take this guy. You just drafted him, so it doesn't make sense. We'll just get it done. Yeah. Alright, and then, realistically speaking, a 6th round pick. If we're being realistic, odds are, I don't know if either of them are going to make the line or the roster. But the great news is, Jerome Ford was like 4 million in cap space. That clears up. Well, not necessarily. We're gonna have to split it, I believe. So we're gonna have to be paying like 2 million, which is very good. 2 mil, easy to deal with. The other team's tasked with that other half. And I like where my team is at going into the draft. I obviously know what I'm going to be doing. I'm now curious to see what our mock draft entails, because I could now see us taking 2D tackles like it said it would. Barry Milstead we're obviously going to take. Jeremiah Bassey, round 1 talent. Like I said, I can see us taking 2D tackles now. I mean, we got solid tight ends. We don't really have a reason to go after that anymore, even though I put a lot of scouting into the top one. Alright, view free agency recap. We're only going to be going over former players of ours or division, like we see here. So Kendall Ford going to the Steelers. DBJ to the Pats, which we already knew. Geez, we did not have many division signings, it looks like. Jordan Love goes back to Green Bay. That's actually pretty funny. Sebastian Joseph Day signs with the Bengals. I just saw that. Cardinals, we had him for only 1 year, but it was a good year. Not really. Oh, if I would have saw Lynn Simpson, that would have been a good one to sign. Yeah, there was not a lot of guys. I don't think the Ravens signed a single one. The Steelers look like they only signed one. I mean, let's do this. I'm going to do him, just in case. I do decide. But we're just going to do these top ones as well. And without further ado, we're going to get right into the draft. Well, we pick first overall. So that should be fun. Alright, let's start the draft. Pause, like always. I do want to quickly check to see if the scouting things I did went through. Mitchell Friedman round 2 to 3. Looks like we're dodging a bullet with that. It's a good thing we're not taking him super early. And then D tackle. Carl Hitchens is not great. So we pretty much are going to be choosing from these three right here. Well, without further ado, we're not even going to do anything else. Barry Milstead, let's take him. Welcome aboard. Normal dev, are you kidding me? It's wearing 95, I don't even think that's possible. Honestly, I doubt all the D tackles I want aren't there, so we're just going to advance to the next pick. Here at pick 23. Didn't want to scroll the first time. I mean, there's only one. So, Jeremiah Bassey, welcome to the team. 21 normal devs. These normal devs are going to be the end of me. And there's still a quarterback who hasn't gone yet. Mitchell Friedman finally goes. If he didn't get drafted, I was going to take him. We have back-to-back picks. And there's a top 5 quarterback still here. This is going to be very tough to not do. Good, solid, decent, good, great. He doesn't look like an amazing quarterback. I mean, we now have 2 left tackles right here if we want to take one of them. Solid, elite, poor, good, elite. He is too inconsistent for me. Excels at some traits, doesn't at others. I don't think that's going to be worth it. Decent, solid, great, marginal, solid, great. Same exact thing. Way too inconsistent. Do we have any other left tackles who are round 1 for 2s? No, it is. We take one of these guys, and that is the end of it. We're going to take this guy. Hidden Dev. May have just got our left tackle of the future. I know I said I wanted to roll with him, but I really want to see what these two quarterbacks here are still doing here. Like, this is not a bad quarterback there by any means. Granted, I would not say top 5 in terms of, like, in the draft. I mean, I'm going to do this. Not for him. He is Hidden Dev. I think he might be a very key player for us. In terms of we can trade him for draft picks. I mean, there are so many tight ends still here. I don't know what this is. We might just take him. This tight end does not look bad whatsoever. We're gonna just take this tight end. We don't pick that far anyway. It's like, yeah, 12. Alright. Now, at this point in time, I cannot tell you what I'm looking to do. There are so many tight ends still here. We have no knowledge on any of these running backs down here. I mean, this dude's a day free. We're taking Roman Yancey. He looked amazing from what I saw. And now, we enter the trade center and we look to trade away these picks. Not all of them. But I don't think we're going to need all of these. We get a 5th, a 7th, and a 6th. We get a 4th. Fourths and 7ths is what I'm seeing the most of. 4th and 6th from the Panthers. Granted, it is in 2028, but we're going to do this Texans one because they're offering one this year. And, wait, were they not? Hold on. What did I just trade then? What the heck? I should have that Texans pick right there. Why I don't, I can't tell you. Because I don't know. Well, I suppose we might as well take someone here. I don't know why it's not working. I mean, let's just gamble on this guy, I suppose. He does not look good at all, but we'll take him. So I want my pick. I don't know why it's not saying anything. Now it does. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to look to trade away the rest of these picks now. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Get offers. We can net a 3rd in 2028. A 3rd. I mean, this Bengals offer is just like, looks way better. Because it's next year's. This Bills one also looks pretty good, but their 5th is from this year, which we don't want. Alright, so far we're looking at Bengals. Okay, Dolphins are offering the same exact thing as the Bengals. A 58 overall middle linebacker you think is going to be worth it? Mm-hmm. The Jaguars are offering a better offer, but I don't think I'm going to go with theirs because they just won the Super Bowl, so you know they're going to be good. If I want to do an interdivision trade, though, this is giving the Bengals potentially a good 4th-round player. A lot of their stuff is 2026 as well. What is the projected pick? 89, 93. Alright, well, we're going to do the Dolphins because theirs is projected better. Wait. Do the salary cap? What do you mean, do the salary cap? Okay, well, Bengals by default. I guess you get it. Because some reason the Dolphins can't take on salary cap picks. Alright, out of curiosity, what would teams offer for this? A 5th from the Bengals, a lot of 5ths. Let's just do the lowest one, 151. That is 142 Commanders. And a 7 from the Eagles. Eagles are winning. Alright, Philly, assuming no one else just last minute beats your offer. And we're not trading interdivision because no. Philly, congrats. You have a deal. Alright, that's it for our draft. Wait, do we have more? We don't. Alright. Draft recap. Now here's the big part. We got a few. What was that? A 79 overall. 75 overall. I don't care. Those are great picks. 74 overall. Hidden Dev. Great pick. 72 overall. Hidden Dev. Great pick. Remember, we're not allowed to look at the dev traits, so we're not trading any of these guys right now. As far as I know, Brandon James could be better than the other guy we have. Nelson Wiener, the last name, 67, not bad. Roman Yancey at a 75 is not bad either. And then Marcus Parker at a 64 for the Hail Mary pick. I think we nailed this draft. Did we get the highest overall player by chance as well? Quarterback 72, Tyson Clayton. Hidden Dev. I do want to check these quarterbacks. 76 overall, Nick Conrad. Normal Dev. Maybe he's going to be a Jack Jundo where he gets star by winning. 82 overall. That's a good pick. That pretty much says we did not get highest overall player. That's okay, I guess. No quarterbacks went for a while into us. There was that first round projected quarterback. Was it him maybe? Jack Doris, 73 overall, so normal Dev. And just for the fun of it, I know we didn't get highest player overall wise, but we're gonna check to see where we ranked. Or not. A 5th round running back at a 78. We could have drafted him. I just want to see what this dude's depth trade is. I'm not trading for him. It's a running back. But in the 5th round, I want to see if he was like, okay, only star. Wanted to make sure like I want to see if they got X Factor, Superstar that way. And then dude went 7th overall, and we're gonna check him. He's a safety, so I have no reason to trade for him as well. Although he would probably be a starter. Only star Dev. That sucks. Alright. Well, that is going to do it, I am afraid. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I did. Next time we'll go over the preseason, the first half of the regular season. Bye. Hope you enjoyed.